Big up, guys. Big up, guys. Welcome to the stream. Obviously, preview for Bournemouth versus Bees tomorrow. Late kick-off about 7:30, I believe. So, yeah. Hopefully, I'll be watching it. Should be a good game. Got a few comments already. Be up to you, Luca. Hope you're well, bro. Hope you're good. 2-1 Bournemouth. Up to you, mate. It's probably about time they probably will beat us. I wouldn't be fucking surprised. So, nah, don't surprise me. Be honest. I've got a feeling you might drop points. Possible. We got Brighton away, tough game. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Can be. Yeah, H3M77, Luca is back. Yeah. Higher H3M77. Cambridge was good. Yeah, anyway. Great limbs on that video, Luca. Thanks. Yeah, anyway, want to get on with this. I might be having a guest on later, possibly. A Bournemouth fan, maybe coming on. I don't know yet. He may have one on a bit later on, near the end, possibly. I don't know. We're on our way. Well, we're supposed to be having one on maybe later from Up the Cherries. In all departments, maybe coming on later. So, anyway, yeah, let's get on with this. And I wouldn't be really surprised if Bournemouth actually beat us for a change, because they very rarely beat us. We're sort of their bogey team. But the thing is, what happened on Saturday, it's got me pretty worried, to be honest. If we're struggling to beat Burnley at 3-0 up, and only just about go with the line 4-3, it's quite concerning, to be honest. And Bournemouth, I think, are a better team than Burnley as well. So I don't know what to make of this one, guys. This is going to be really tough, probably. There we go, match preview, Bournemouth versus Brentford. Analysis, team news of match officials and more. Here's everything you need to know ahead of Brentford's Premier League game against Bournemouth at Vitality Stadium on Tuesday, the 3rd of March, 7:30pm kickoff. Live on TNT Sports 4. I'll definitely be watching this. The Bees have won their last 4 away fixtures across all competitions, while Andoni Iraola's side are on an 8-game unbeaten run. Well, something's got to give then, isn't it, I suppose? Analysis, team news, match officials and more. Here's everything you need to know ahead of the match. Pre-match analysis, Stephen Gillet, playmaker stats, Brentford's impressive recent record against the Cherries. Selling your top score midway through the season rarely signals progress. But Brentford's next opponents, Bournemouth, have navigated their January reshuffle impressively. Yeah, they sure have. And, Semenyo, of course, they let him go. Great player, of course. Antoine Semenyo left the Cherries in the last transfer window after Man City triggered the winger's £65 million release clause. And the Ghana international has made a fast start to life with the Citizens. However, Andoni Iraola's side have also pushed on since Semenyo's exit. Only Manchester United, 11 games, are currently on a longer unbeaten run in the Premier League than Bournemouth, 8. After 1-1 stalemate at home to Sunderland last weekend, the Cherries have drawn more top-flight games, 12, than any other team in the division. But that is partly down to their impressive bounce-back ability. Only Aston Villa, 19, and the Black Cats themselves, 16, have picked up more points from losing positions this term than Bournemouth, 15. Sunderland head coach Regis Lebris accurately described the Cherries as an intense, duel-driven, sprinting team afterwards, and Brazilian teenager Rayan appears a perfect fit as Semenyo's replacement. The electric 19-year-old won the Revelação award in Brazil's top flight last year, following in the footsteps of recent winners such as Real Madrid's Endrick and Chelsea's Esteval. And he has wasted no time announcing himself on the Premier League stage. An assist on his debut against Wolves offered a glimpse of Rayan's talent. A drop of the shoulder, leaving the defender training in the build-up to the Cherries' second goal in the 2-0 win at Molineux. The Brazilian fired that with a superb solo strike on his first Premier League start against Aston Villa. After scoring a crashing header against Everton, the £24.7 million Bournemouth paid Vasco da Gama already looks like money well spent. And Rayan's arrival has freshened up the Cherries' attack. This season, 42% of Bournemouth's attacks have come down the left flank. But against Sunderland, Rayan was a key outlet down the right. His explosive pace and aerial presence allowed them to stretch play from deep. The Cherries may be in good form, but Brentford have won the last 5 meetings between the sides and have already beaten Bournemouth in both the League and Carabao Cup this term. After high-profile departures of their own in recent years, Brentford can relate to attacking reshuffles more than most. The Bees have successfully reconfigured their forward line following the summer exits of Brian Bramo and Johan Visser, and the trio of Igor Thiago, Kevin Schade and Dango Ouattara reached a significant milestone last weekend. Brentford's 4-3 win over Burnley was memorable for many reasons. Not least the fact their attacking trident have now combined for 30 league goals this season. Thiago 18 goals, Schade 7, and former Bournemouth forward Ouattara 5 have forged one of the Premier League's most dangerous front lines, accounting for over 2/3 of the Bees' 44 league goals this term. There will be free-flowing talent all over the park at Vitality Stadium. But both sides will also need to switch on at set pieces, Only Arsenal 19 and Newcastle 14 have scored more Premier League goals than Bournemouth 13 from corners, throws and free kicks this season. While Brentford struck twice from dead ball situations in their 7-goal thriller at Turf Moor. No team in the top flight has conceded more goals from set pieces this season than Bournemouth, 16, however. And Bees head coach Keith Andrews will be keen to test that vulnerability under the lights on Tuesday night. Scout report Dan Long, Sky Sports, Bournemouth excelling despite Semenyo exit. When Bournemouth came to West London 2 days after Christmas, they were in the grips of a spell that had left them without a Premier League win in 2 months and a day. Kevin Schade scored a hat-trick that day, remember it well, which extended the winless run to 9. They drew 2-2 at Chelsea 3 days later, which made it 10. and on 3rd of January, they took the lead at home to Arsenal, only to lose 3-2. We played better than Arsenal in the first half, said Andoni Iraola afterwards, but Arsenal found a better way to win the game. It's a sign we are not being efficient. The Cherries found themselves way down in 15th, yet due to the congestion above them, only 7 points separate them from Chelsea all the way up in 5th, with just under half the season still to play. All was not lost. Often the situation worsens before it turns, and since that miserable sequence ended with the aforementioned defeat to the Gunners, it is like a light switch has been flicked. Bournemouth are now on an 8-game unbeaten run, made up of 4 wins and 4 draws. They are 4th in the form table over the last 10 games, behind only Manchester United, Arsenal and Man City. They have climbed as high as 10th, which is where Opta analysts are currently predicting them to finish. This latest run began with a thrilling 3-2 win over Tottenham at Vitality Stadium, with the winner scored by Antoine Semenyo. Speculation about his future had been swirling, and it was clear this would be his last game before a move to Man City. To hit a 95th minute winner was some way to sign off. Bournemouth were never a one-man team, while the Ghana international was at the club. But he made such a contribution that it would have been natural to fear for what came next. Needless to say, those fears have since been allayed. With 10 games remaining, there are 2 targets for the Cherries. Should they pick up 18 more points? 18 more points, they will set a new club record Premier League points total for the 3rd season in succession. That is a goal the club will not shy away from. Meanwhile, they have also played themselves into a battle for European qualification. Iraola usually shirks questions about whether his side can do that, but he may not be able to for much longer. His side are just 4 points behind Brentford in 7th and 6 behind Chelsea in 6th. It was not too long ago that Bournemouth were stuck in a rut. So having something to play for in the final months feels like progress regardless. In the dugout there, Andoni Iraola. The game plan with Alex Smith, Bournemouth reporter. Bournemouth reporter Alex Smith explains how Andoni Iraola is likely to set up his side on Tuesday night. Iraola tends to use the same sort of shape every time, he told BrentfordFC.com earlier this week. He's a 4-2-3-1 with a slightly deeper midfielder that looks like it potentially might be Tyler Adams, alongside Alex Scott, who has been brilliant in the number 8 role. The front line of Evan Nielsen, Junior Krupi, who has been playing in the number 10 role as a second striker, and then two out-and-out wingers look to press energetically from the front, and Evan Nielsen leads that. They look to win the ball up high up the pitch, that then hit teams in transition and thrive off a bit of chaos around the opposition box. Last Premier League starting 11 versus Sunderland, 4-2-3-1. Petrovic, Jimenez, Hill, Senesi, Truffert, Adams, Scott, Rayan, Tavernier, Brooks and Krupi. Team news. Brentford issues update on 6 first-team players. Brentford has issued an update on 6 first-team players ahead of Tuesday's Premier League game. Aaron Hickey sustained a hamstring injury during the Bees' 2-0 defeat to Brighton last month. It is hoped he will return after the March international break, so obviously not fit. Still got the hamstring injury issue there. So he'll be out for a little while. Vitaly Yannick suffered a metatarsal injury during the Brighton game. He started rehabilitation and he's likely to miss some game time. Oh, well, he'll be out again then. Josh De Silva is in modified training with the first team squad, but of course he's out. That means he's out still as he continues to progress. He may be available to be in the matchday squad before the end of the Premier League season. Well, that's a miracle in itself. He'll actually be available for a squad. Oh. Anthony Malambo and Fabio Carvalho are progressing well. Both players underwent ACL reconstruction surgery in late 2025. Reece Nelson missed a game at Burnley with a calf problem, but is expected to return to full training in the coming days. Match officials Pawson to referee Cherries clash. Poor Pawson, we should call him. He is poor. Referee Craig Pawson, assistants Lee Betts and Matthew Wilkes, fourth official David Webb, VAR Darren England. Craig Pawson will take charge of his second Brentford game of the season on Tuesday night. The Yorkshire-born official was the man in the middle of the Bees' 3-1 win against Man United at GTEC Community Stadium in September. Well, actually, then he's probably a good omen, to be honest. I mean, generally, I don't really like referees. I think they're pretty useless, all of them. But he was the referee when we beat Man United 3-1. So hopefully we get the same result this time with him as referee. Pawson has had the whistle for 20 games across the Premier League, FA Cup, Carabao Cup and Championship this term. Dishing out 57 yellow cards and 3 reds. Last meeting, yes, Brentford 4, Bournemouth 1. Premier League 27th December 2025. I would love that again. Would love that, but then again, that was at home, of course. So Kevin Sharder scored a hat-trick as Brentford ended 2025 with a 4-1 win against Bournemouth in the Premier League. The German netted either side of a Georgi Petrovic own goal to put the Bees 3 goals ahead at GTEC Community Stadium. Antoine Semenyo replied for the Cherries before Sharder headed in his third in stoppage time. Love to see a repeat of that from Kevin. That'd be amazing. He has looked fairly lively since he's been back. He scored the other day, of course, in the 4-3 win against Burnley. So it'd be great to see if he could do that again, but I doubt it. But you never know. As long as he might score. But the problem for us is keeping them out at the other end. The problem is our defence, let's be honest. That is not great, our defence. So even if we get a few goals, we've got to make sure we keep them out. And Bournemouth are pretty dangerous, they are capable of getting goals. So let's look at that team again. There it was. Petrovic, Jimenez, Hill, Senesi, Traffeur, Adams, Scott, Brayan, Tavernier, Brooks and Krupe. Possibly will be the same. They got 1-1 draw against Sunderland, of course. So could be the same team. And I certainly won't underestimate them because it's always tough. But obviously we have beaten them most of the time. We seem to be their bogey team. But saying that, I just feel with that defence the way it is with us, I'm not so sure at the moment. We could easily lose this one. I'm sure they'll be happy if they can beat us. It doesn't. It rarely happens. So, but saying that, it's going to be tough. Let's just look at who's gonna play for us, who's likely to play. We know Aaron Hickey's out. Obviously, I would think Kelleher will be back this time. His wife gave birth, of course, or partner gave birth, and he had to be there, obviously, and so he wasn't available. He probably will be tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah. So we'll have Keller in goal probably. Coyote, I guess. I thought he wasn't great at the weekend. He had a slight knock, I think. I'm not sure he was totally fit, but he had a bad game. Got an own goal. We deflected, and I think it was 2 own goals, to be honest. But that other one was deflected off of him as well. Yes, okay, he done that long throw, which led to the shot. Was it the Sharda goal? I think it was the Sharda goal. Yeah, I believe it was. So it wasn't entirely terrible, his game, but I hope he does better now. He's got to, if he is fit. He's going to have to play with no Hickey. So I think he's going to have to play. And I'm not sure about Nathan Collins. I wouldn't be playing him because he'll always make a mistake. He's not good. I probably will play. It'll probably be Vandenberg or Pinnock maybe might get a game. Who knows? Somebody might be given a break or two because it's the games are coming thick and fast. We've got a game Saturday, of course, as well. They're all coming thick and fast here. Henry will definitely play. I'm sure he'll be there at left back. Some players here will be given a rest. I don't know whether Jordan Henderson will be given a rest, probably. Maybe Jensen's been going well, playing well. Will he have a break? I mean, I doubt if he will now. I think the best thing that's happened is Jan out being out, because I've got a feeling now we're going to see more Damsgaard. And I hope we do. Probably be Yarmouth, Jensen, Damsgaard. Hopefully, we do need him. I mean, look at what he done against Burnley. I think he was amazing. 2 goals. He ran the game, I think, for us. I think he was superb. And hopefully he will be there this time again. He's got to be. As I say, Yanat is out, injured for a while. I think it'd definitely be Jensen in midfield. Definitely, hopefully, Damsgaard. I think Yarmouth or Yarmouth will be just behind them. And whether they might put Lewis Potter in, I don't know. Certainly in front of those will be Sharda, Thiago and Thiago for a start, and Watara. So, depending on the formation, though, they may just have Lewis Potter on the right, maybe on the right wing, right hand side. Left hand side. I mean, not right hand side. And probably Watara on the other side, on the right hand side, and I think possibly, should be Sharda and Thiago up front. Really, we will see. I'm sure they will. I mean, they've got to get a rest though. I don't think they'll play the whole game because they'll have to be rested for Saturday. We haven't got amazing, massive squad. A bit better than it used to be, but it's still not great. As we know, Reece Nelson is out as well. So I don't think that any of these players will get the full 90 minutes, as we will look to give him a break, shuffle things up, and be up to you, Warren. Hope you're well, buddy. Hope you're good. Hope you're good, my friend. 6-1 Bs, I'm not so sure it's going to be that much, mate. No, I can't see us winning 6-1 somehow. No. And it is at Bournemouth. I mean, come on. I mean, I love a 6-1, but I don't think that's going to happen somehow. I really don't. But yeah, I wouldn't mind that. But anyway, that's what I think our team will probably be. I've got another bit of news. I wanna go over another article. Well, let's just read this one as well. Alex Smith, Bournemouth reporter, Iriola's side finding form at the right time. Ahead of Brentford's visit to face Bournemouth on Tuesday night, 7:30pm kickoff. Live on TNT Sports, the reverse fixture served as a wake-up call for the Cherries, reveals reporter Alex Smith. Andoni Iriola admitted the performance at GTEC Community Stadium shocked his side into an improved run of form, which has seen them lose just once in 10 Premier League games. Bournemouth's 4-1 defeat to Brentford at GTEC Community Stadiums just over 2 months ago served as a wake-up call, reveals reporter Alex Smith, with Andoni Iriola admitting the performance shocked his side into an improved run of form. Since that afternoon in West London, the Cherries have lost just once in 10 Premier League games, with the Bees heading to Vitality Stadium on Tuesday night, 7:30pm kickoff, live on TNT Sports. It's just over 2 months since the last meeting between Brentford and Bournemouth, which the Bees won 4-1 after a Kevin Schade hat-trick. How would you summarise how things have gone since then? That game was a bit of a turning point and something of a wake-up call. Iriola has said as much, that the results shocked them into turning their form around. That 4-1 was a really poor defeat for Bournemouth, and especially in the first half, the Cherries were just not on it at all. They were deservedly beaten. That really gave them the kick they needed to turn their form around, and since that game, they have only lost one league game, and that was to Arsenal, the league leaders. They drew away at Chelsea after the clash at GTEC Community Stadium and then suffered that Arsenal defeat. But since then, they have been unbeaten and are looking more like the team they were at the start of the season. To what extent would you say that turnaround has sparked hope of a potential push for Europe? Last season, the 11-game unbeaten run they went on started in November and ran into January. So into the new year, Bournemouth were very much in and among the European places, which certainly got people's hopes up that they could carry it through. They dropped off a little bit and ended up finishing in the top 10 with a record points haul, but missed out on Europe. This season it has been slightly different in that they were on such an awful run coming into the new year, and because they have turned it around since January, there's almost slightly less external attention on it, which I think has perhaps helped them. There was so much media attention around this time last year, with talk of even reaching the Champions League. The fact that the table is so close, is so very close as well, helps with that narrative too. Because the reality of it at the moment, it is if you can win 2 games and be 7th, or lose 2 games and drop drop down to 13th or 14th. Do you think what happens over the next few months could potentially tempt Andoni Iraola to stay beyond the summer when his contract expires? None of us in the press pack knows exactly what he's going to do. He tells us he has not made up his mind yet, and we all fully believe him because he is used to the 1 year rolling contracts where they complete a season and sit down in the summer and decide whether to renew or not. He's genuinely really relaxed about it. But I do think the next couple of weeks could be important. January was vital, and they brought in a couple of really young, exciting players in Rayan and Alex Toth. It was a young squad already, but it is a very young squad overall, and a really exciting squad. And I think that is a factor that plays in Bournemouth's favour. They will be hoping to tie Iraola down, and I do imagine we will get a decision before long either way. And your guess is as good as mine as to when that will be. Which players should Brentford be keeping an eye out for on Tuesday night? Rayan has hit the ground running since he arrived from Brazil. He is a 19-year-old forward who has 2 goals and an assist in his first 5 games, which is pretty good going. He looks very exciting and was not far away from an absolutely brilliant goal at West Ham when he hit the post, having run from midway inside the Cherries' half. Junior Krupi as well. He looks a bit out of it and did not have his best game in the last game against Brentford. But if he finds a bit of form, he could be one to look out for as well. What should Keith Andrews' men expect in terms of shape and style? Iraola tends to use the same sort of shape every time. It is a 4-2-3-1 with a slightly deeper midfielder that looks like it potentially might be Tyler Adams, alongside Alex Scott, who has been brilliant in the number 8 role. The front line of Evan Nilsson, Junior Krupi, has been playing in the number 10 role as a second striker, and then two out and out wingers look to press energetically from the front, and Evan Nilsson leads that. They look to win the ball high up the pitch, then hit teams in transition and thrive off a bit of chaos around the opposition box. What's your score prediction? Bournemouth's record against Brentford is not great. It's one of those games you look at and think on paper it should be a good one and they should be looking to get something from it, but it never seems to go that way. But I'm going to back Bournemouth to end their poor record against Brentford and win 2-1. Well, it's possible, isn't it? That is possible. I'm hoping we can win, but I don't know. They're due to beat us at some stage, let's be honest, Bournemouth. So that could happen. They could actually beat us this time. Right, what's that other thing I was going to talk about? Our new investors. That's this. I'll just read this and I'll give my prediction and bounce, guys. I'm going to bounce after this. Brentford FC announces further investment and new appointments to its ownership board. Brentford welcomes Prakash Malwani, a long-time senior executive at Blackstone, and Sir Lucian Grange, CBE, Chairman and CEO of Universal Music Group, to the board of Best Intentions Analytics Limited, BIA. They join existing investors Gary Lubner and Sir Matthew Vaughan, whose companies have also each increased their minority shareholdings in the club's ownership group. Brentford Chief Executive John Varney, we have an outstanding blend of people and expertise in place to help us keep moving forward. Brentford FC announces today that it has strengthened its ownership base with further investment and the appointment of 2 new directors to the board of its holding company. Prakash Malwani, a long-time senior executive at Blackstone, the world's largest alternative asset manager, and Sir Lucian Grange, CBE, Chairman and CEO of Universal Music Group, have joined the board of Best Intentions Analytics Limited, the holding company for Brentford FC and Merida AD. They join existing investors, philanthropist Gary Lubner and filmmaker Sir Matthew Vaughan, whose companies have also each increased their minority shareholdings in Best Intentions Analytics. Matthew Benham remains the majority owner of Brentford FC, having taken full control of the club in 2012. Gary and Sir Matthew became minority shareholders in July 2025 through their respective companies This Day Sports and Media Limited, This Day, and Marv B Limited, Marv. This increased investment reinforces their joint commitment to supporting Brentford's ambitions for continued growth on and off the pitch. Together, the investor groups bring extensive expertise across a range of industries, including finance, music, and entertainment, that will help create enhanced commercial opportunities for the club. BIA board chair and Brentford FC chief executive John Varney said, "We are delighted to appoint Prakash and Lucian to the BIA board. They bring decades of experience from industries that will support the club's ambitions as we continue to change and thrive in the Premier League." Gary Lubner and Matthew Vaughan have been aligned with Matthew Benham's vision for the club and our values since they first become shareholders of Brentford. They provide valuable support to our off-pitch commercial and community growth, and together with our new investors, we have an outstanding blend of people and expertise in place to help us keep moving forward. Prakash Malwani said, "I have long admired Brentford's progress under the direction of Matthew Benham and his executive leadership team. I am excited to join the ownership group and being part of the club's future growth. Brentford is committed to positively engaging with its community to provide support for those who need it most via programs delivered by Brentford FC Community Sports Trust." Gary Lubner said, "Brentford stands for more than just football excellence. Its commitment to community, integrity and social progress reflects principles that matter most to me. And I'm proud to deepen my support for a club where meaningful social impact is regarded as equally important as sporting success." The extraordinary community impact of Brentford FC, which changes lives every day across West London, exemplifies how the club prioritises long-term outcomes by creating resilience and value beyond match-day performance. And I'm delighted to welcome our new directors and investors to help grow and develop this vital initiative. So Matthew Vaughan said, "When Gary and I closed out our first round of investment, we knew we were onto something good. And six months on, that's proving to be true with a competitive squad, a brilliant head coach and an off-pitch team that's second to none. It's a privilege to be part of the Brentford family." In February 2025, Matthew Benham transferred his shares in Brentford into a newly formed holding company called Best Intentions Analytics. This change in ownership structure has enabled the club to secure investment opportunities. Yeah, very good. Really good. Good stuff. Going well there for the Bees with the investment. 8-2 Bs, Michael Vaughan. In on the B's board. Well, yeah, if it was Michael, no. But no, Warren, you joker. It's not, mate. It's it's Matthew, his brother. Tough as in next, yeah. Yeah, definitely, mate. Fucking hell. That'd be interesting. There's only one Philip Tufnell, walking along, singing a song, walking in the toughest wonderland. Yeah, I won't do any more singing. That's enough. But yeah, that's great stuff on the Bees. Great investment. I'm still not sure about what's going on the pitch because, you know, that defence needs sorting out big time. I still don't agree with the extended contracts for Keith Andrews. I still won't back that. I won't back it until we actually see him do something. I can't get behind it at the moment, and I won't. I think this is on Matthew Benham's shoulders, and obviously Cliff Crown as well. With what's going on here, for me, I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure about that with Keith Andrews. As I said, I just won't back it until I see improvement, until I see a change, something else, something good happening. And I just can't get behind this. I really can't. I just don't know what Matthew Benham's doing there, to be honest. But I generally back him. He's done some great stuff, great business for us. He's been amazing. But on this one, I find myself disagreeing with it. I really do. But, I'm still back in the club. So, be up to you, buddy. Irish Pit Terrier. Be up to you, bro. Hope you're good. Yeah, cool. Sorry, guys. I'm just a bit tired, a bit knackered today. Didn't sleep too great, to be honest, last night. So, a bit on the tired side. I'm going to be going probably bed fairly early tonight, to be honest. I'm just a bit shattered. Yeah. So, anyway, I might be able to. I think there's some football tonight, I believe, isn't there? Let's have a look. Oh yeah, there's no championship. There's Birmingham City and Middlesbrough. Yeah. Serie A as well. Yeah, there's only really Championship and Serie A and whatever. Not much. It says Birmingham City and Middlesbrough tonight. Might be quite a good game though. No, Middlesbrough are going really well. You'd expect them to win that, to be honest, beat Birmingham, you would think. Yeah, so anyway, getting back to this though, I'm hoping we can win this. It's as I said before, I just got no faith in the way it's going with that defence, that performance the other day against Burnley. Doesn't fill me with a whole, big lot of confidence that we can go there and win this one. I mean, I know we generally beat Bournemouth, but I just don't know this time. But if we get any sort of good lead and we can hold on, say we are 3-0 up or something again, 2 or 3-0 up, so we got to hold on to it. And then maybe we can rest some of our big players, the likes of Sharda, Targo and Rataro and so forth, Damsgaard or whatever. We can give them a rest then. Because we'll probably have to play again Saturday. So, it'll be interesting, but I just feel, I don't know with this. I might even be going for a Bournemouth win. I don't like that. But I might go for that. I'm thinking of a 3-2 Bournemouth. Bournemouth here, I just feel there's going to be a few goals somehow because, our defence is weak, really. It's got worse. It's just, we just rolled over on Saturday against Burnley, that defence. So I'm going to go 3-2 Bournemouth. I just think there's a few goals. I've got a feeling we're going to lose. That's the problem. I just got a feeling we are going to lose this time. Yeah, I'm going for that 3-2 Bournemouth. I don't want to. I'm hoping we're going to win, but I'm just not as I say, no confidence and faith in the lads. So, 8 of them for the bees. Well, I wish Warren, but I don't think so, mate. I can't see it. There's no way. I mean, I wish we could win it, but I don't know. It's just, they've been unbeaten for 8 games. So was it 8 or 10 or something? Yeah, it was a lot of games anyway. So they've been unbeaten. So I don't know. Guys. I really don't know. It's a tricky one. No, Steve, not against them. No. But I don't know. It's just, for me, I just feel we're going to lose this time somehow. I mean, it's about time they're going to beat us. I mean, law of averages says we're going to lose to them at some stage, and I just feel it might be this time. I'm hoping not, because we do need to win again. We need to keep that pressure up and need to stay in 7th place somehow. Somehow we need to. So I just don't know. I'm gonna go with that. I'm afraid we're gonna lose, guys. I'm sorry, but I just think we will. And I hope I'm proven wrong. I really am. I hope I'm proven wrong, and the reverse might happen. We might win it. So, but for now, I'm going 3-2 Bournemouth. I just don't know what to make of this team and the manager. I mean, the manager has got a lot to answer for, and he's the buck stops with him. So, yeah, but not tomorrow. Well, I don't know. I hope not, mate. I hope not. But I just got a feeling it may happen, unfortunately. Anyway, guys, I'm going to bounce. So this has been a good stream. Looks like I'm not going to get a guest coming on. I thought I'd have a Bournemouth guest on, but obviously that's not happening now. So I did send the link out, and obviously they're not able to come on, but never mind. Thanks for watching anyway, guys, everyone in the live chat. And, Thanks to you all and people watching, live or on playback. Many thanks to you all. And until the next time, I'm going to bounce, guys. So be the reaction to this, obviously, which will probably be maybe tomorrow night, or later tomorrow anyway, or maybe Saturday. So anyway, cheers, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'm going to go. Cheers, everyone. Thanks, everyone. Bye.